Hey, what's up guys? My name is Sammy T, and I wanted to just take a couple minutes to introduce you to clearly my favorite musician in Denver, Sammy T. One of the hottest acts coming out of the Mile High in quite some time. We hope to see him on a much bigger platform, but to give you a little insight on who this guy is, where he's from, some of his influences, and what makes this kid just so ridiculously sick. I'd like to introduce you to my man, Sammy T. Sammy, how are you? Thanks for joining me to talk about me for a few minutes and introduce you, hopefully, to the dirtbag Warner Brothers Isle record company. I have a couple questions I wanted to ask you, if that's all right. First of all, how you doing? Good to see you. Sounds like you've been slamming busy. Things are good for you right now? Oh yeah, super busy. I play like 20 shows in January. That's great. Well, the first question I have for you, a lot of people seem to ask this. They can't quite pin you. What are you? Filipino, adopted by an Irish family, so I'm a Filipino-Irishman. A Filipino-Irishman. So that makes you almost Jamaican. Perfect. Second question, how old are you? I hear this time and time again. People can't quite peg that either. 22. 23. Looks pretty good for 23. Well, age seems to elude people, obviously. Where you're from is kind of a mystery. What kind of music do you like to play? Where do you want to be with music? Hopefully in the next year or so. I'm a huge funk, reggae fan. I love the skank and I love the roots of the reggae world. I'd like to make a living doing what I love to do. It would be nice to make a living doing what you totally love to do. I concur. How long have you been in the music industry? What got you started? What bands have you been in? Seems like a lot, but I played in a ska band in college. Moved to Texas, played with a rock band. I played with a few DJs as a live PA act, and I always find my roots coming back to the reggae, ska, acoustic, ragmop, funk, soul. That's awesome. I remember that band in Fort Collins. You were kind of the showman of that band, weren't you? I was the only Filipino in that band. Would it be safe to say that you have a easy way with ladies and sometimes you can be a little flirtatious? I love my mother so much I'm not going to answer that question. Great answer. Great answer. 2011 is here upon you. You've had some great shows already. We're only 8 days into it. What would you like to see with your music this year? What goals do you have? I always dream and have the goal of getting a good album put together with a solid band and getting on the road and getting that thing out there in front of as many people as possible. Going to bed exhausted from playing music. Super lofty. I like it. I like it a lot. Well, last but not least, are you signed to anybody? Are you with a record? Are you having people call you? I mean, the momentum in it almost seems like the success that is generated through playing as much and with as much passion as you have and with such a hard work ethic. It would almost appear that you should be on a couple labels or record companies are just beating your doors down. Is that the case? What's your label, or are you with anybody, or are you independent? I'm independent right now. I've been looking for a great place to call home and really get in to playing with a label. Completely independent and looking for a record label. Well, there you have it. Sammy, thanks for joining me for, I don't know how many questions that was, but it should be enough to give you insight on who this guy is, what he's looking to do, why the women love him, and why he should be signed by some record label. My name's Sammy T, and you've been listening to information about Sammy T. Hopefully hopefully we'll talk to you Saturday. Good night. God bless.